Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Julie from Living Large on Lifetime, and today's video has nothing to do with food or the WW lifestyle. Today I thought we would do a fun little get ready with me so I can show you guys some of the products that I use, and we can see a before and hopefully a much better after. So first of all, what I use on my skin to clean right now is this product which I got in Boxy Charm. If you guys are curious for Boxy Charm or Ipsy or Teamy, all of the links will be down below where you can get either the Boxy Charm and Ipsy subscriptions. I can't promise that you would get the same exact product. And then for Teamy, a link to Teamy where you can buy the product that I'm going to show you. So first of all, what I use to cleanse my face is this Boxy Charm product. It's called Pharmacy Clean Bee. I love the way it smells. It's also very soothing. It feels, I don't want to say like an antiseptic, but it feels very, very cleansing. So that is what I use first of all to clean. The next thing I'm going to use is this Teamy vitamin C serum that I love. Teamy's amazing. So it smells a little bit like grapefruit, but also a little bit like tea. It's tea infused. I just use one little pump. A little bit actually goes a long way, so you don't need more than a pump. And this is super good for anti-aging, anti-wrinkle. So I always start right where my wrinkles are, right where my crow's feet are, and then kind of just work my way down. It smells so awesome, and because it's pink, legit, it kind of just makes me smile. So you can buy this Teamy product. I have a coupon code and a link down below in the description box if you would like to try the vitamin C serum. 100% worth it. Okay, so there is my cleansed skin and my vitamin C serum. Next thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna go in with some pore blurrer primer. Does that make sense? Not really. So this product I also got from a Boxy Charm box. And let me just pull all this stuff out. Here it is. Okay. So this product, I love it. I don't usually use a face primer, but since I got it, then why not? But it's so smooth. It's called No Problem Primer. No Problem Primer by Touch in Soul, and it's great stuff. Again, I don't use a lot. One squirt, that's all I need. And so since this is a pore blender, I start where my pores are the largest, which are my nose and my forehead and here, so the T-zone basically. And then I just work my way out, and it starts to get just really, really smooth and almost like velvet feeling. I love it. I don't know if it really helps diminish the size of the pores or blends them in, but if it's a mind thing, it's working. I feel like it is. Okay, next thing we're gonna go with is the foundation. I use one of these little sponges. It's usually a little bit damp. It's a little bit damp right now, so we're gonna go with it. And then the foundation that I use, I cannot use liquid foundation. It's disgusting to me because it feels too heavy. I used to use a cream to powder that was more of a powder, and I really liked that, but they discontinued it. So now I use this CoverGirl Olay product. It is simply, I think it's Simply Ageless. It's CoverGirl and Olay Simply Ageless. It has SPF 28 and also wrinkle reducer product. So I love that CoverGirl and Oil of Olay got together and made this product. You can actually see the Oil of Olay product inside with the foundation. Also, I feel like this, I don't think it's marketed as a cream to powder, but yet it's not a total liquid foundation either. So I feel like it has good coverage, but it's not super heavy. I've been using this foundation for probably almost 2 years now. I can't remember who recommended it to me. but I love them and I know they still watch my channel. So thank you. In fact, I can see your picture in my mind. Okay, and you guys, if I look like my face gets a little too white, number one, I am not a makeup professional, so I could probably use some help matching my skin tone a little better, especially in the summer when my skin tends to go a little darker. But also, I've told you guys this before, that when I was a kid, we went to the World's Fair in Canada, and there were several beautiful Asian women there. I went in the bathroom and I watched one of the beautiful, like flawless Asian women powder her face. Her face was super light, super matte, absolutely flawless. And so that is kind of the look that I've always admired and the look I always go for on my face. That's why sometimes I'm a little lighter than I should be, and I realize that, but I do my best. So that's my foundation. Next thing we're gonna do is some blush. I'm using this Tarte blush. I don't even remember, I probably got it in an Ipsy bag. It's beautiful. And I don't even know if this is a blush brush. Again, I'm not a makeup professional. I just do my best. So, just gonna go in with a little of that. Dee and Gina and everybody else who loves their makeup and does really well, probably cringing today watching me do this. Okay, blush, what's next? Okay, next I do my primer on my eyes. So this is an Ulta product. I got it in a kit, an Ulta kit, and I've just always, I mean, it lasts forever. Eye primer lasts forever. So I don't really like this eye primer because it's colored, it's tinted. I would prefer just like a clear eye primer, but I always put eyeshadow over it anyway. So it just takes a little bit, and I'm old school. I was taught years ago to always use your ring finger whenever you're touching your eyes, your eyelids, your eye skin, because your ring finger is the most gentle. So I don't know if that has helped me over the years, but that's how I apply my primer and anything else that I need directly around my eyelid area. See how it has like a little tint to it? It's not disturbing, it's like a neutral, like a peachy kind of tint. But I just prefer like a clear, non-colored primer. Okay, now I'm gonna go for eyeshadow. I have so many amazing palettes. I have a hard time deciding which ones to use. I get full-size palettes from Boxy Charm, so many of them. I love them. This is not a Boxy Charm commercial, by the way, but oh my gosh, this is one of my favorites. The colors are just super neutral, and oh, I love that one. But the one I'm gonna use today, I don't know why, but someone told me that your eyeshadow color is not supposed to match your clothes. I kind of try to make it match a little bit. I don't know why. So what I'm going with today is one that actually has a blue in it. So when I wear blue, I actually do a little bit of blue eyeshadow. So here's the palette that I'm using today. There's the blue right there. And then I use just one of these like neutral colors as well, and then a light one. So this palette is it's Pretty Vulgar. Oh, it's by Nightingale, and the name of the palette is Pretty Vulgar. Okay, so I do, and again, I have these two brushes, which are not super necessarily eyeshadow brushes, but I use them for eyeshadow. I go with the fat one first and use my base color. So I'm probably gonna go with this one today. I don't need a lot. It's a little bit darker than I want for my base color, but I don't feel like being shiny today. So I'm trying to go with like all matte right now. I've noticed that most eyeshadow is what's the opposite of matte? It just has, it's like shimmery. Sometimes I like that and sometimes I don't. And look, see now because I used a color that is not shimmery, it's darker than I wanted. And so I don't know, it's very dark. It's very dark as a base color, but that's okay. We're gonna go with it. So I'm just gonna blend it a little better. Okay, so that's my base color. And then I use a little bit thinner brush and I'm gonna go with my blue. I was gonna say my highlighter color, but it's not really a highlighter. And I have not very well defined creases, so I have a cross between a hooded lid and just, it's not like a full-on hooded lid, but I don't have creases per se, so I have to fake them. Sometimes it works and sometimes it looks ridiculous. So today is like, meh, not so bad. It's also a little difficult to do your makeup looking in your iPhone. So I always go heavy because when I go back and blend, I feel like blending takes a lot of the product off, which I'm sure it's supposed to do to actually blend. So I go heavy in the beginning. Okay, and then sometimes I'll put a little bit of that darker color under my eye as well. I don't use eyeliner under my eye because I feel like at my age it makes my eyes look too harsh and makes me actually look older. So I use just a little bit of shadow instead of eyeliner. Now I'm gonna go with one of these super light colors. I always like to put that on the tips of my eyelids. I know there are a million different ways to apply eyeshadow colors, and this, I've always liked the way it looks with a super light lid and a dark crease and a neutral all over. So as many different ways as there are, I do try sometimes to do a little different, but I always go back to this look. It's my favorite. So again, I try to put on the light color super heavy because I'm gonna blend in a minute and it's gonna take a lot of this off. Okay, sometimes if I'm feeling sassy, I do a little bit of the lighter color as a highlight right up here. And actually that looks good today because the base color is so dark. Okay, so now gonna blend, going back to my fat brush, and I'm just gonna blend this. Nothing super exciting or creative, but that is how I do my eyeshadow. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is powder, and I also use, so the Oil of Olay CoverGirl foundation, they also have a matching powder. I don't think there's any Oil of Olay product in it, but it is CoverGirl product Advanced Radiance. And I love this powder because, number one, I'm a powder junkie because remember, I like that real light matte color look. But this powder has really good coverage also. So I do my blush first so that I can then blend it with the powder. I know it's backwards, but that's how I like to do my blush. But I do feel like this powder gives really good coverage as well. And I just love the whole matte look. Okay, so there's the powder. Next, I'm almost done. Next I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I cannot have, you know what, I'm gonna do my eyeliner first. And let me just find the mascara. I don't know where the mascara is that I'm using, so we'll use a different one today. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna go with the eyeliner. So this eyeliner is an eyeliner that I got in my Ipsy bag. I love it because it has flecks. I know I just said that I like everything totally matte, but this has like little flecks of gold shimmer in it, and it's totally worn off, so I can't even tell you like what brand it is, but I got it in an Ipsy bag. It's just barely enough shimmer to look cool, and I don't know if I can do this with the iPhone or not. So I just do a very light line on my upper lid. I don't even know if you can see it. It's much easier to do with the mirror. I also know that you're supposed to do, instead of doing what I just did and like, you're supposed to do one line so that it's more even, but I am not that good, trust me. So yeah, this is much easier with a mirror. So I just go over it a couple times until it's straight and it's as dark as I want it. That's it. Okay, now I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and I am too old to have super dark painted on eyebrows. Also, I feel like my eyebrows are too dark already because of my hair. My hair is obviously naturally brown, but I like my hair super light. So I never know what to do with my eyebrows. So what I am using right now is a gel color. It is the lightest gel color I can find, and it's still a tad darker than I want it to be. It's a gel formula, and it has like a little brush. So essentially all I want to do is I want to groom my eyebrows so that they're all the fibers are going the same direction. And then I also try to lengthen my eyebrows a little bit because I feel like they stop a little bit early. That is all I'm trying to do with my eyebrows. I don't need an arch. I don't need to get all crazy weird. It just wouldn't be me. So all I really want to do is brush them all the same direction and maybe make my eyebrow a little bit longer. So that's all I do. I feel like it does give it some definition. Some days I just feel like they look like caterpillars, like big black caterpillars, and I don't like them. Okay, so I don't know where is, oh, here it is. So this mascara that I'm using currently, I have many mascaras, of course, because they come in Ipsy bags, they come in Boxy Charm. This one I'm using right now is Superhero It. It's not good, it's not bad, it's just mascara. Actually, it does go on pretty decently. I'm a huge fan of the fiber mascaras. I actually have still 40, well maybe I am down to like 38 of them that I got at the dollar store that are amazing for $1. But they are false fiber lashes, so as you put the mascara on, it deposits some false fibers and makes your eyelashes look longer. I love them. Okay, so this is gonna take a few applications. We'll speed up this part of the video so you guys don't have to watch all of it. I typically do not use any mascara underneath my eyes. I stopped doing that because for some reason every mascara I was using was smudging, and so it just looked ridiculous. I had raccoon eyes. So I stopped doing that. Sometimes I will try a little bit of it, but I feel like sometimes if I have too much mascara underneath my eyes look like spiders, like spider legs, so I don't really go for that. So this is pretty much my normal everyday look. That's it. It's pretty fast. I usually do my makeup at work because I'm just usually running out the door in the morning. I can't necessarily do that so much all the time now with school and the different jobs. Things are getting a little crazy. The last thing I'm going to use is my favorite product. Okay, if I could only choose 3 products to use on my face and I couldn't do all the rest, I would, number 1, always use foundation. Number 2, I would do mascara. And number 3, lipstick. Those are my 3 must-haves. So this, I know I've told you guys a million times, is an Ulta lip crayon. This color is Soiree, and it's just a beautiful deep red. I love lip crayons because even though you do have to apply throughout the day, especially if you're eating or drinking, I feel like they just feel really smooth and really mellow on your lips. I was a big fan of the lip stains for a while, but they are so drying to your lips, and then the darker colors are really difficult to keep. I don't even know how to describe this. They're difficult to maintain because they start looking really cakey and just gross. So anyway, that's it for me today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed a little different video today, getting ready with me. If you have any questions about the products that I showed you, or Ipsy, Boxy Charm, or Teamy, please look down below or ask me in the comments section. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. Bye.